Hey guys, my name is Jennifer and I am Jenofeve Designs. I wanted to give you a quick update on the pressed flower album. I have added a bunch more stuff into it. I wanted to do a really quick flip through of that, and I also have some freebies for you guys. So we made this album, this pressed flower album. We made the, I saw somebody call it something like this field notes album or something like that, and I thought that was a really good, clever name for something like this because it makes perfect sense. But I didn't take this outside. I just, you know, pressed my flowers inside and put them in my book. But anyway, if you want to see how I made this, we used these Swatchbook version 2 templates that are available on my Etsy shop. I'll have those linked down below, but I will put that playlist where we started. I think there's 3 videos. For this, there's the, when I pressed the flowers, we made the album, and then we added the flowers into the album. So that will be up there in the cards and down below in the description box if you want to see how we made this from beginning to end. But I wanted to show you a quick flip through. I don't know, I can't remember what I did in the video, but I'll just show you really quick. So there's the lilacs with the, yeah, we saw that in the video. So this is a verbena. This is just a picture of one of the flowers in my pot, and I really, really, really love the way this one pressed. Look at how pretty that is, right? Well, I thought I did 2 of them. Let me show you this other one. So back here, I couldn't decide which side I liked best, so I made an acetate. This is thick acetate. I made an acetate tag. So right there's one side, and then there's the back side. Look at, oh, sorry about the glare. Look at how pretty. Both sides are beautiful. So I made an acetate tag, and this is just on here with this wax seal. And I did check to make sure it wasn't gonna melt. Now again, this is some thick acetate. I will put this in that Amazon list specifically for this project. I will put this acetate in there. So I made sure I did a wax seal on a piece of scrap to make sure that it wasn't going to melt. So, and it worked beautifully. It worked perfectly. Matter of fact, I better take that out. But isn't that cute? Isn't that cute? I love that. So I was able to put one of my labels on each side so that you didn't see something odd. And the wax seal does not look odd on the back side. So I just thought that was the perfect solution for when you can't decide which side is prettier. And then I'm just keeping it in a glassine bag for protection because that is a pressed flower. And then let's see, there's lavender. You saw that one. I had pressed some thyme, and I've got it in a pot, and there's 2 different types of thyme, and I only pressed the one that's the flower, and I'm gonna have to, I don't think it was the, yeah, it was. There's the seed packet. I still have seeds in it actually, so I'll have to remember that there's still seeds in there. So I pressed those, and those turned out beautiful. Look at there. Aren't those pretty? Oh, here's the seed packet. And then this is White Queen I don't know how to say that. There's the tag from where I bought it. Whoa, come on. There we go. It's in one of a pot that my son gave me last year or the year before, and it's in the shade. So anyway, there's the picture of it. But look at how this one pressed, you guys. It is absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Isn't that cool? And it's so soft. It's so soft. I love the way that one pressed. And then you saw the daisy, which I haven't pressed. I don't have any fresh ones right now. They all kind of fizzled out on me. Oh, and I pressed some fresh dill. This I grew from seed in my garden, and there's still some seeds in there. So I pressed some of that, and it also pressed beautifully. Look at that. Look how perfect that pressed. Right? I just love it. And I can still smell it too. And then here's some lantana, which I wasn't sure how this one was going to press, and I wasn't really impressed with most of them, but one turned out really good. Right there. Isn't that pretty? So that one turned out okay. And I don't have a thing for that. I don't know why. I wonder where I bought it. The clematis, you guys. There's the clematis. It's still okay. I still have to be careful because it's just too big for the page, but it's still okay. The chamomile I grew from seed. It's German chamomile. I grew it from seed, and I have it growing several places, and I pressed a few. I didn't really like the way these turned out, but I still went ahead and put them in there. I like to dry the chamomile flowers for like tea and stuff. That's what I've been doing. I've never grown chamomile before, but I'd prefer to just clip off the blooms and then let them dry. So I've done that several times already this year. But anyway, so they pressed okay. I think they would have been better if I pressed like a hoe twig of them, like a hoe sprig. Is that what it's called? A sprig? I think so. I did find, this is not a good photo. This is one of the pots that the hydrangea, this really pretty hydrangea that we pressed. This was actually a picture of something different. It was like a bigger picture, and I tried to I tried to zero in on it, but it's very blurry, and it's not a very good picture. In another pot, I have this hydrangea, which this one is more of the original Endless Summer, and it's more on the pink side. So I guess I could add some acidic stuff to it to make it purple and blue. But anyway, these were more on the pink side. But look, they dry really pretty. They dry more purpley. So I really like those a lot. I really like the way those dry. Or press, I'm sorry. The peppermint has not flowered yet, so I just kind of left that alone. And then there's the alyssum. And then I did a pink dahlia, and it pressed okay, right? It pressed okay. They're really, thick. So I probably could have removed some of that middle stuff and it would have pressed better. And then I have a white dahlia, and it pressed, I mean, I guess it's more of a cream, not a white. So I guess it pressed okay. Again, I could have taken out some of that center and it would have probably pressed better. And that's it. So I think that's all I can add into this book. I'm sure I can add a few more pages, and I could make a tie wrap to keep it closed. So I do have some extra pages that I printed and prepared. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 more pages to add in if I press anything else in the yard. So I wanted to show you that. So then I decided to share some of my images, some of my pressed flowers with you guys as free printables. So these freebies are available at the Buy Me a Coffee website. I will have it linked down below. And you're not literally buying me a cup of coffee, but I can put free digital downloads there. So the way it works is I upload the images and I set the price at 0. So if you wanted to, you could pay $1 for each one if you wanted to. Like if you've been looking for a way to try to keep my channel going, just support me in some small way, that's a good way to do it. And so it's totally up to you. So you can leave it at 0, or you could put your own amount in. So it's really easy. I think all you have to do is put in your email to have access to these freebies. It's super simple, and there's 6 of them. So I have 6 sheets, and they're individuals and they're JPEGs, I'm pretty sure. So this is one of them. So this is my lilac that I pressed, and this one is the lavender, and then these are smoke tree leaves, and then there's a cute little some of them I made on camera and some of them I made off camera because I wanted to give you more than just, a couple tags. So there's one sheet. And then here's another sheet of the lavender and some of the lilacs. And then this is a glassine bag, the one that I made. Did I use it in here for anything? I feel like I did. Yeah. So this is this one here. What is on there? Oh, see, that's why you don't want to glue these on here, you guys, because they don't like to stay. So I'm going to have to melt. I'm going to leave this out because I'm going to have to melt some wax and press this on there really quick. So that's this one without the lilac in it, and then that's this one with the lilac in it. Okay, So I wanted to give you guys some of these images. So there's that one. Isn't that cute? So they're great little journaling spots, little journaling cards and things like that. So that's kind of what I did. And so then there's lavender, and then this page is another glassine bag with a wax seal, and these were tags. This one, I don't know if I made that one. Yeah, I think I did. But this one I made, right, with the lavender. And then this one I just flipped it because I wanted you to have an image going this way and an image going that way. So there's the third page, and then here's the fourth page. Another tall tag, and then there's like a little postcard embellishment with some of the rose petals. And then there's the hydrangea. And then there's some loose, you know, just some individual hydrangea flowers. And then the reason it's taking me so long, I was supposed to get this out last week, but as I was making my prototypes to show you guys ways to use these templates, I decided that I needed to have something for them to go into. So this is also a freebies. This is an envelope. So it kind of, I printed one of my scripty papers on one side and this on the other. So this is an envelope. And then I had to have some pockets to go on this envelope, or they could be other things. I'll show you in a minute. Like it could be a belly band. I never did make one of a belly band. And then there's two little vintage coin envelopes down here for the smaller things. And then there's a fussy cut. You could fussy cut that lilac out and fussy cut this little image out. So let me show you my mock-ups, my prototypes really quick. Well, if you've seen the envelope, so here is the envelope, right? And it holds all of the things that are included in this set of freebies. Again, there's 6 individual freebies, but it'll also hold photos. So here is some of the Canon selfie photos. I was wondering if it would fit in here, and it does. And then, of course, the 4x6 photos will fit in there as well. So there's the envelope. And then you can also put it together where it looks like this, where it's got the pocket on one side. Here, let me grab this tag. Where it's got the pocket on one side, and then the side tuck on the other, right? And then that leaves you with an extra pocket. So that's another way. And then I've got a whole pile here. Let's see, which order do I want to show you in? Okay, so this one, I used one of the pockets to make a top. I guess it's really a tuck, but I ended up making like a little notepad on one side. Oh, let me show you the paper collection I used before I get too far. I used this Mente Graceful paper collection. I only used 2 sheets, and I fussy cut some of the images off of the cover sheet, but I only cut into 2 sheets for all of these prototypes I'm getting ready to show you. So I made me a little notepad, sort of, where you can tear these off, or you can just leave them as is and add your little embellishments and things like that. And this is one of the little coin envelopes, and it'll house like the little wax seal and the little floral petals, flower petals. So anyway, I had an extra one, so I just tucked it up there, and that's really a cute embellishment. And then I thought, well, instead of making a whole nother one, you could also put another pocket on the back side. And this one I had printed, what was that? That was one of my pastel neutrals that I printed on the back side. And then this one I just made like a little pocket tag, right? So here is one of the little coin envelopes that I fussy cut this little bow out, and there's the coin envelope on that side, and there's some of the little bits and pieces. And I thought that was cute. And that just goes, so that's one of the templates. This one was just part of the paper collection. I just made me a little tag. And there's another little tag that I made from the printable. I had printed it, and I'll show you that in a minute. One of these I printed directly onto the pattern paper. Oh, it was this one right here. I printed directly onto the pattern paper. So I have this on there. And then I had printed off so many of these to make these prototypes, the 2 envelope pieces. This was left over, so I just made it into like an insert, like a tag insert. So this is a fun little embellishment pack. A little, you could use this anywhere. You could use this in an album. You can use this in a journal. You could use this in, I don't know why this won't go down further. You can use this in scrapbooks. You can use this in mini albums. Anyway, it's a super cute idea. So you can make yourself a notepad, or you can make yourself a little floating pocket. I like both ideas. So this one I had printed directly onto the pattern paper, and I put 2 wax seals and some magnets on there. I saw something on eBay, or it might have been eBay, I'm not really sure, I can't remember, where there were some vintage letters that had 2 wax seals on it, and I thought, well, that's interesting, because I'd never seen that before. I used one of my, this is from the add-on photo mats, Basically Amazing add-on photo mats. I just fussy cut around it. And then here's another one of those coin envelopes. And I made the 2 pockets that are part of this. I made into a flip down and flip up, right? And so I made a tag out of the cutoff piece, and then there's the fussy cut lilac. So I put some book page on here and just stuck the fussy cut lilac on there. And then there's a 3x4 photo mat. Okay, so, and then I also lifted these up on some foam tape just to give them some dimension. And I really like it. I like the way it turned out. So this is also a cute little embellishment or floating pocket. And then I did a pocket on the back side here. And I have one of these coin envelopes. I don't think there's anything in it. I scored it, but I did not bend it, so I just left it open like this. And I didn't make a tag or anything, but this was fussy cut from the paper. And then this was from my printout. Right, so there's that. And then here's one of the tags that I backed with some of the paper. And then this was, I think this was a journaling card, like a 3x4 journaling card. And I just kind of made it into like a little side tuck pocket. Super cute. Just put some little bits in there. And one of the tags I had printed, oh no, I'd actually backed it. I had a scrap left over of the main part of the envelope, and I just backed it on this tag. So that's cute. And then I've been using my labels, my rectangle labels that are available in my Etsy shop. I've been using those throughout. So yeah, just some cute little ideas. But isn't this paper just sweet? So there's another one. And then here's another one. This was part of one of the 12x12 papers, and I just kind of fussy cut around to make a pocket, right? And then this is part of the printable, the freebie, and I just backed it with some lined paper. And this is part of the freebie and backed it with some coffee stained paper. And this might have been a leftover, yeah, this was one of the leftover flaps from something, right? And it had print on the back, so I kept it. So that's cute. I used one of the wax seals there as an embellishment, and there's one of my labels. Oops. So this is also a good little floating pocket situation. At least I think it is. I think it's cute. And then on the back, I made a little tuck spot of the rest of the paper, so it kind of goes around. So I made a little tuck spot because I fussy cut that whole thing out, and then made 2 little inserts there. Use one of my labels, and then there's stuff tucked into this pocket here. So there's the back side of that, and then I don't think I put anything on there. So yeah. And then one more. I fussy cut this as well, and then this is just holding a whole bunch of extra little scraps of paper. And then I made a belly band. I did make a belly band. I just didn't make a belly band out of one of these little pockets. So I made a belly band out of one of the long strips, and did the fussy cut on the floral lilac thingy there, and then the inserts. So those are some examples. Now let me show you how to put it together. So I'm going to show you how to make the envelope, and I'm also going to show you how to make it to where it's like just a tuck pocket. So I'm going to cut both of these the same for right now. This is just on This is just on 32 pound. 32 pound weight. I don't know, this one might not be. I can't tell. I think this one might be. My son's been using my printer. He's taken summer college classes and some of the labs are online, so he's been using my printer, and sometimes I don't know, I print and I don't know if he's switched the paper out. Sometimes he tries to switch the paper out, and he does. He gets the cheaper paper, the less quality paper, which is what I prefer him to use. But then I forget to check it. I'm just not used to somebody being in my printer paper, like messing about in my printer paper. Okay, so I just kind of just trimmed the top and the bottom off, so that leaves us with this. So I'm going to, before I do anything else, I'm going to go ahead and score both of these here. Don't go by the little black line on there. You need to go by this line here. Pay no attention to my nails, you guys. I have been out in the yard and I've been using my nails as like, I've been, you know, like deadheading, and I've been clipping food, vegetables, basil with my fingernails just because it's quick. I don't know, I have no excuse. I really don't. But they look terrible and I've broken a couple, and I decided to go ahead and do this video instead of waiting until I have time to fix my nails. So, pay no attention. So we're just going to fold them both the same way. Right. Okay, so let's start with the envelope, and I think I'm going to make it the exact same way I made this envelope. Oops, and I've got glue all over me. I'm going to make it the exact same way I made this envelope, except I didn't print on the back side, of course. So I'm going to use this as my flap, and this is the pocket part. So I'm going to trim this off. And I'm going to score these little tabs really quick. Okay, and I'm going to put some tape on here. This is 1/4 of an inch tape. Oh, maybe I will, maybe I won't. Oh, looks like I may have scored it funky, but that's okay. And then I'm going to chop these at an angle. My scissors are sticky again. Tag on it. Okay. And then we're going to close it up. Yeah, I didn't do that one very well. So then there is your basic envelope. Now with this envelope, I did put a magnet back here. Let me show you. I put a magnet in there. You see that? And then over here I did a magnet saver. And so what I did was I sandwiched it between these two wax seals, these two faux wax seals. And just as easy as that. So I thought that was a really good closure. So that was super simple, right? That one was easy. So there's the envelope. And then let me show you this one. So I did it like this because I wanted you to be able to not have to print something on the back if you wanted like a little tuck, like a little floating tuck. So what we're going to do is, I think we'll do it the exact same way. We'll cut these off. I could probably get some bigger scissors if I looked. I could probably find some. They feel so giant compared to my hand. I don't know why. These are actually fabric scissors, but I use them for paper all the time. Okay, but before we put this down, I am going to take some glue and I'm going to put this on the short flap here. Like that. This is just Fabri-Tac. And I'm going to take tape backing off here. And I'm going to try to tuck one into the other. Now, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So I'm tucking the skinny flap into the bigger flap underneath or on top of the tabs that I just made. Okay, I'll be able to show you now. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So I'm glad it worked this time. So I'm just going to burnish everything really good. So now the skinny flap is on top of that tab there that attached this flap to the back side. Does that make sense? So now we've got the side pocket tuck like this. Okay, so that's as simple as that. And then for these little pockets, now depending on what you're making, it depends on how you cut these out. So if you're making a pocket like this, you just need 2 skinny sides and 1 long side. If you're making flaps like this, you just need 1 long side for each pocket. If you're making, these keep moving, it's not thick enough, I guess, over here. If you're making a top like notebook type thing here, you just need 1 long tab with 1 pocket. And let's see, obviously I use the skinny part as a belly band there. I don't know if I told you guys that. What we got back here? I didn't use, nope, no pocket on that. So I think that's it. That's the only ways I showed you how to use it, I think. And I guess you could use a belly band. If you did it as a belly band, you could just literally take the 2 long tabs off and leave the 2 shorts and you would have a belly band. I didn't think to do it that way. So anyway, let me show you. We're gonna make a pocket on one side. So I just need one long tab taken off. And then this could be used for something else. And then tape all the way around. Just like this. Oh, I scored this so wrong. Well, you got to be careful when you're scoring because I messed my scores up. So I'm going to try to center this now because it's not 100% perfect. And that's okay. It happens. Okay. So now we have a pocket. So over here we have the side tuck. And back here we have a pocket. Of course, you don't have to do both on each one. You can choose how you want to do it. But yeah, okay. And then, so there's that. That was easy. Let me show you these really quick. These little, I'll do the big one because the small one is exactly the same. The small one. So this one, super simple. And since this is on paper, I don't even have to score this. It'll fold nicely. So this was an actual vintage, very old, very old. It's like from the 1906 or 1907 time. And it was, it wasn't a coin envelope, it was bigger. It was an envelope that someone's grades came in from a teacher back in the day. Okay. But I wanted it to be like a coin envelope size. So I shrunk it down. So all you need to do once you got that cut, just fold your sides. Fold your bottom. And fold your top. Right, and then you can burnish just to crisp up those creases. And then to put it together, you just want to run a little bit of glue along one of these pieces. Like that, and then down here at the bottom. Just like that. So here's an example of that. Right? Cute. There's the little mini one put together. Super cute. And do I have another one that I put to? Here's another example of that. This one's cardstock, that one's cardstock. And is that the only one I have? Oh, there's another example where I printed it directly onto pattern paper. Right? And that might be it. That might be all my examples, although I might have some in here. I do. Here's another example. And then the mini one was in here too somewhere. And then there's the little mini one. And they're so cute. Yeah. So anyway, okay. That's all I have for you guys. I just wanted to share the final flip of the final flip. After I added some more things to it, I wanted to share that flip with you. And I also wanted to share these freebies with you because I think they are super adorable. And it's just a little bit of me as well. Like a little bit of my garden. I wanted to share with you guys some of my pressed flower images. So those again will be linked in the, what was this one at, you guys? Those will be linked in the Buy Me a Coffee. I will have it down below. So if you've ever wanted to support me in any small way and you just, you know, you have all of my templates and you just wanted to be able to say thank you or show your appreciation for all of the free tutorials that I put on YouTube, you can go through Buy Me a Coffee and you can, instead of, you know, getting it for free, you can pay $1 or not. It doesn't matter to me. Either way, I am very appreciative for you guys to watch my videos. I'm appreciative for you guys to use my freebies. Normally I have my freebies in my Facebook group and then I put them in Etsy, but I decided to give this Buy Me a Coffee thing a try just because I wanted you guys to be able to get a hold of them. Not everybody does Facebook, I understand that. And I wanted you guys to be able to get a hold of them and in an easy fashion, you know. And I actually have had these freebies up in the Buy Me a Coffee for about a week and a half now. And I just haven't said anything to you guys yet. So anyway, let me know what you think. Be sure to tag me or post on Facebook some of the pictures of you guys using some of these freebies. They're a lot of fun. They're easy to do. They're very versatile. You can make a lot of cool things with them. And I would like to see your guys, you know, the way your guys take, the way you guys use these. Your guys' take on it. Is that the right way to say that? I don't know. But anyway. Alright, you guys. That is all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed. If you liked this video or if you liked these freebies, give me a thumbs up. Be sure that you're subscribed to my channel. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.